Serena, did I leave my makeup bag over at your place? I know I was just there yesterday, but I seem to have forgotten where I put it.
Hello, Callie. You're looking for your makeup bag? I just got finished cleaning the house and didn't see it when I was going about the place. You think you left it in my bathroom? It's not there because I just got done cleaning that place the most.
What? Seriously? Then I must have dropped it somewhere on my way home last night.
You were pretty drunk last night, so that's probably the case here. Didn't you take a taxi? Perhaps you left it in the taxi by mistake.
Ah, the taxi. Well, I'm still pretty hungover still, so I'm not in the mood to call them about it. Hey, since you were the one that called the taxi for me, do you mind giving the taxi company a call about the makeup bag? I want you to see if they found anything.
I can do that, I suppose. But were you able to get a receipt from the taxi driver last night?
Why would I take that from him? It's not like I can get a refund or anything for the ride.
I see. It's not about getting you a refund, it's just that on the receipt is the ID for the taxi you rode in is all. Anyway, what kind of makeup bag is it?
It's all black and is round. It's in the shape of a circle.
Anything else? Like what kind of zipper and what was in it?
I don't remember anything else about it. Oh, my head is aching so much. By the way, the woman that came over with me to eat and drink at your place said your cooking was great. She wants you to cook for her again sometime.
Is that right? Well, my belly is only getting bigger now, so it's becoming a bit troublesome for me to cook as time goes on. I don't mind cooking for you and your friends, but maybe right now isn't the best time for that. Next time you want to bring someone over, please ask first before just showing up. If I'm feeling good, I can make something up for you all to eat, and if I'm not too good, you might have to go somewhere else.
There are plenty of people with guts the same size as yours that are able to cook and all that still. Aren't you being a little pessimistic?
Well, everyone feels different being pregnant. So I happen to be feeling pretty lethargic and sick right now.
Oh, and when it comes to your husband, he's on a bit of a long-term business trip, right? I thought you had plenty of time on your hands with him not around, and that's why I brought my friend over. It's sounding like you don't want to spend time with me. I'm shocked right now.
Wait, that's not at all what I meant there. It's just that by coming over to my house right now unannounced, I'm not able to get all the preparations managed. And certain days and at certain times, I'm not feeling too well at all.
Come on now. You don't have to prepare anything for us. The way things were for us last night was perfect.
I'm sorry, but recently things have been a bit rough for me while carrying the baby. So next time, please let me know in advance when you plan on coming over. I'm sorry, but that's the way I want things to be.
I made sure to treat you for not asking before coming over, didn't I? I brought you a gift and everything so that you'd be happy.
And I'm thankful for the cookies you got me that were half empty, but this isn't about that. Also, it seems that by bringing over your friend like that, you're stressing them out a little as well.
And that's all because of you, Serena. You're not having any fun while they're over, and that makes them feel like they shouldn't be there or something. And because of that, you make it look like I'm a bad person for bringing them over to your house. Next time, you better make sure you put on a smile and are more talkative when I bring people over. No more of that pouty face.
I happen to be pretty sleepy and tired at the time, so sorry for that. But being pregnant at the moment, it kind of makes sense that I'm not looking so well right now. So maybe, for the time being, can you just take your friends somewhere else to hang out?
What? Just a second ago, you said as long as I let you know first, I could bring myself and some friends over still. Now you don't want us coming at all? Why is there so much inconsistency here?
I'm sorry.
Well, whatever, Serena. For the time being, just look for my makeup bag. And make sure to check out in front of your house as well for it. And if you can't find it there and get nothing from the taxi company, call the police about it, okay?
Understood. But I'm not sure the police will be able to do much.
Once you figured out what's happened to my bag, let me know. If you're not able to find it for me, then I'm going to have you pay me back for losing it, all right? Hey, Serena? You told my brother about what's been going on? This morning he was furious with me saying that I need to be leaving you alone and all this other crap.
Well, I'm close to having my baby here, which means that right now I'm not able to take care of you or any of your friends anymore. So I had to tell my husband about what was going on in order to have him say something to you about this. I understand that you just want to use my place as a hangout space for you and your friends, but I've really not been feeling well lately, so it has to stop.
You went and sold your own sister-in-law out, right? I never thought my own family would stab me in the back like that.
I'm sorry? But you have been coming over with your friends too often lately, and since you all have been quite noisy while here, you've begun disturbing the neighbors. Do you know how many times now I've had to say sorry to them over it? And even they ask me why my place is so noisy for someone who's in the later stages of their pregnancy. Just understand that right now is not a good time for you all to be coming over here.
You should just ignore all those neighbors. You're the one that paid to live there, so you should be free to make as much noise as you'd like.
That's not how it works, though, when your house is this close to everyone else's. And honestly, this isn't about just that alone. The real problem I've been noticing is you taking money from my house. I was putting some cash into the drawer next to my bed for when it came time to pay for the electricity and such. But recently, all of that cash has gone missing. It started to go missing once you started coming over here, actually.
What? That's probably one of my friends taking that money from you. Why are you suspecting me for that?
Every time you come over to this house, you bring a different friend, right? The only person that shows up here regularly is you. And if that's not enough to get you to confess, I have you on camera going through the drawer and taking my money. There's a camera in the room for my dog that was also able to catch you on it.
Huh? You have a camera in your room? Well then, I'll confess. I took the money to pay for my makeup bag that you never ended up finding. You were never able to find it, right? So that's the money I'm owed for it.
Why am I the one that has to pay for your makeup bag?
Because there's a chance you were the one that took it from me. In that bag, there's all kinds of high-end cosmetics as well.
I would never take your things from you without asking first, and I happen to go with natural skin anyway, so I never use makeup.
Well, you happen to be pregnant now, so you have a lot of stress, right? I'm sure you're all jealous about me being able to live freely right now.
I don't understand how that relates to me taking your bag. And I haven't taken your bag, so please stop trying. I'm sure you already heard this from my husband, but we don't want you coming over to our house anymore. And even if you try coming again, the lock on the door won't be opened for you, so you'll have no way of getting in.
Oh, do you really think it's a good idea to do something like that?
What are you getting at?
I can break that lock easily. Or would you rather me just start making a scene right in front of the door to embarrass you?
Would you stop it already?
It really sucks that your husband is away on a business trip right now. No matter what you go and tell him, I can do whatever I want to you. Also, the reason I've been coming to your house all the time is because the food you cook is great. It's kind of rude for you not to let me inside when I'm complimenting your cooking.
I am very happy that you like my cooking, but think of the time and place right now. At this time, I have bigger things going on that are stopping me from cooking all the time for you. Please, just let me have my time to myself until I've given birth to the baby.
Being pregnant doesn't even mean you're sick or anything. All I'm asking is that you cook for me. Is that really too hard for you to do? I happen to have 3 friends with kids of their own, and when they were pregnant, they were still going around doing the cooking and cleaning.
Then would you go and ask those friends of yours what they think about you coming to me all the time to have me cook for you?
Huh? Why should I do that?
Most people don't go over to someone's house while they're pregnant and ask them to host a little drinking party for them.
Stop trying to make me believe what you think is normal. I've been so kind to you because you're my little brother's wife, but now you've gone and pissed me off. Serena, I'm never going to forgive you for this. Serena, go out and get some beer and wine, please. Also, get some snacks that will pair well with them.
Huh? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about today's little drinking party. I'm going to be bringing over some more of my friends tonight, and just like always, make some of the best meals you can.
There's no reason to be cooking for you. This is the last month of the pregnancy.
Oh, would you stop trying to use getting sick from being pregnant as an excuse already? I've already told all my friends that we're coming. And if you happen to not unlock the door for us, then we're going to start making a scene right out in front of your door. You understand that, right?
Well, my daughter-in-law is in the hospital right now. Callie, you stop it with all that BS right now.
Ooh, now you're really starting to make yourself look bad. Don't you think it's time you stop talking back to me? Also, who said that you could just talk to me like that in the first place? Have you started to become hysterical from carrying that baby?
I am your mother. Serena has not been doing well and has had to be admitted to the hospital.
What? Mom? Why?
Since her husband happens to be away, she asked me to come and help her. I was told by her that she had collapsed and was on the floor.
She collapsed? Why? How? She's not supposed to have her baby quite yet, right?
And that's why I told you she's not feeling well. It looks like a lot of it has to do with her being stressed out right now. And after listening to her tell me why she's been so stressed, I learned that you've been bringing friends over to her place and causing trouble for her. I am shocked. Are you a frickin' idiot? Why would you want to throw a party at a pregnant woman's house? What the hell are you thinking?
There haven't been any parties here. We just go over to have dinner is all.
You guys have been causing so much noise there that the neighbors keep complaining, right? And since that was due to you all drinking so much, that looks like a party to me. Are you frickin' mental? Making a pregnant woman like her cook for you guys all the time? You are in your 30s right now. What the hell are you doing with your life right now?
Well, I've never been pregnant before.
Shut the hell up, you child. There are plenty of people who have never been pregnant before and understand just how hard it is. Look at men, for example. They can't ever get pregnant, yet they still seem to understand. So why is someone of the same sex as you having such a hard time getting that idea into your head? This isn't about you not having been pregnant before. This is about you being a proper human being or not.
But pregnant women can still do chores.
Callie, when you're on your period, you're in a lot of pain, right? Remember how you always cried because nobody around you understood how much it hurt?
Well, that's because depending on the person, being on their period can feel differently. And mine happen to hurt a lot more than people understand. Mine are so bad sometimes that it's like I'm sick or something.
And that's the same thing with pregnancy. There are people who don't feel as sick while pregnant and those that do. There are people that feel more lethargic and those that don't. There are even people that feel so bad from being pregnant that they will want to vomit. I am disappointed in you right now. Why the hell do you think it's okay to whine all the time about how hard being on your period is for you, but then you don't give a crap when someone else is saying pregnancy is hard for them? At this point, I don't even want to talk to you anymore. That's how pissed off I am.
Just hold on, Mom. My little brother's out of town right now, so that made me think that Serena has been feeling lonely. That's why I've been going over there.
Did she ever ask for you to go over to her house?
She never asked, but...
She told you to stay away for the time being, didn't she? You've just been forcing your way into her house this whole time. Last month you were told that if you didn't start to pay your rent, you'd be kicked out, right? So to make up for not having any money to go out and drink, you began using Serena and her house to have fun.
I'm sorry.
You're my daughter, and that's why I never managed to get myself to kick you out of my house. But learning now that you've been troubling your sister-in-law so much this month, things have changed. I want you out of the house before the end of this month.
Huh? Why?
You know the reason why. All you've been doing is screwing around and haven't even been trying to find yourself a job. I have asked you many times about what you're up to, and each time you tell me you're trying to turn things around. But every time you end up choosing the road of playing and drinking instead of becoming a responsible adult. I am done trying to take care of you.
But if you kick me out of the house, where will I live?
You find the answer to that yourself. How old do you think you are right now? You have been told over and over and over again to be responsible for yourself now, right?
Mom, I'm sorry. I won't go over to Serena's house anymore.
You're not supposed to be apologizing to me.
I'll apologize to her as well, all right?
Well, even if you do go and apologize to her, your father and I will no longer be taking care of you. We don't need a daughter in our house who thinks it's okay to bully a pregnant woman. I want you to learn a very good lesson from all of this.
Serena, I heard something about this from my mom already, but were you in the hospital? I want to apologize for what I've done to you. Is it all right for me to come to your house right now?
Don't come here.
Then I'll apologize over text. I'm sorry for going to your house so many times without telling you first. But it wasn't intended to distress you or anything. I didn't really understand what it was like to be pregnant then. I will be more careful from now on. So would you please forgive me?
I'm not forgiving you.
What? Why? I'm apologizing to you right now, right?
Please don't feel that just because you're apologizing, everything you've done will be forgiven.
Then once I start getting paid by my part-time job, I'll buy you something. And starting soon, Christmas-themed things will start coming out. Do you want something like that?
Are you done talking yet? Can't you see that I don't want to talk to you anymore?
Please don't say something like that. I'm your husband's older sister after all.
And it's because of that reason I've been so considerate of you all this time. I was really hoping that you and I would become close friends. But because you never thought about how I felt or about the situation I was in, I don't want to be around you anymore.
Serena, I'm sorry. I'm asking you to please forgive me. If you don't, I'm really gonna get kicked out of my parents' house.
From what your mom told me, they're kicking you out regardless of me forgiving you or not.
I know that, but if you became my friend, then maybe they'd take that back, right? They might like me and continue staying at their house, right? Then you and I could slowly work toward becoming close again. I don't have any hard feelings against you for telling on me.
You don't seem to understand the whole picture yet, do you? Your whole family is cutting ties to you, or should I say, disowning you. So there's no more chance of you becoming close with any of us. If you want for your mom to forgive you, then perhaps you should be talking to her instead of me.
And it's because I can't do that with her that I've come to you. Why can't you understand that?
You really are a selfish little jerk, aren't you? Everything always has to be about you. I mean, you would force yourself into my home all the time and force me to cook for you like I was a slave. And anytime I had something to say, you wouldn't listen to me. And all while I'm carrying a baby and have been in pain. I know the reason why I had to go to the hospital. That was all because of you.
Don't get so mad at me. I've learned a lot already.
If that was the case, then you wouldn't be telling me to forgive you right now.
Serena, I won't go to your house anymore. And I won't ask you to do anything impossible for me anymore either. I'll even give you back that money I took. So please, give me one more chance to make things right. I've even been thinking about finding myself a real job soon. I realize I can't keep fooling around anymore.
Well, it's too late for that realization now. I think for a long time now, you've been given plenty of chances to make things right for yourself.
Ugh, I'm sorry. If I'm forced out of the house, I'll have nowhere to go. I'll become homeless. And a lot of my friends are even upset with me now for bringing them to your house. They've all been fighting me on it. I don't have anyone to ask for help anymore.
Well, you have half a month left. Find yourself whatever job you can right now, and best of luck to you. If you actually give some effort, I'm sure you can make something work.
I can't just work any type of job, though. I'll only stay for a little bit, so can you please let me stay at your house? I'll make sure to give you something in return for it. Please, forgive me.
If you'll be able to give me something in return for that, then I ask you instead focus on getting a job and finding a place to live. I'm sure you're just lying about giving me something in return anyway, because that wouldn't benefit you. Nothing's going to change with you, and I know it. And all of those empty apologies you've been giving me prove that. When the end of the month came around, both of Callie's parents forced her out of their house for good. It took a little bit of effort on their end, but after getting all her things packed into garbage bags while she was sleeping, they were able to toss them out into the front yard before they told her to leave. This really left her in a pretty helpless position, and so after screaming and crying like a baby on the floor of her house, her dad was able to pick her up and put her outside. She was in tears and freaking out like an animal stuck in a trap. But soon after that, she ran off and was never heard from again. A little while later, some of her friends that she brought over to my house came to say they were sorry for having me cook for them. I told them that it's all right and that I'm not upset with any of them over it, considering that most of them didn't want to be there, forcing me to cook and everything for them, and made that clear to me by always telling Callie they wanted to go somewhere else. I've also been told by a lot of her friends that she will ask around looking for someone to let her stay at their house, but not a single one of them replies to her. There was one guy that did reply to her, but he only replied to tell her no. However, this led to her freaking out again and sending him these mass texts about how he should be worried about her and all that. All he told me is that after her little outburst there, he decided to block her and move on, which sounds like a great choice to me. I don't really care what's happened to her, but it seems her parents were a little worried about where she ended up, and so they asked the police. But the police had no answers for them and said she's most likely making things work out somewhere in the city. Once her parents heard that, they decided that was probably the case and never worried about their daughter again. Now they've both been putting all their energy into caring for me, as they still feel bad for what their daughter had done to me, which forced me to go to the hospital. A little while after they started to help me, I was able to give birth to a little girl, and the family grew just a little bit more. I was a little worried about how things would turn out for my daughter, as me being as stressed as I was while carrying her could have caused some damage. But when I was told she was completely healthy by the doctor, I was finally able to let a sigh out in relief. This isn't anything I've brought up with my family, but I want to become a stronger woman now, especially since I have a daughter to care for. I understand that I can be a bit of a pushover at times, but I want to fix that with the help of my husband, and over time, I hope to be one strong mother to my daughter that'll help her grow into a strong woman herself.
Kendall, the last time I saw you was at the wedding. Have you been having a good time being married to my little brother?
Hello, London. So far, things have been going well, and we've been having a lot of fun being married.
Well, that's wonderful to hear. I know that there are some odd things about my brother, so I was just a little worried about how things were going with him. He's not caused you any problems yet, has he?
He hasn't done anything wrong yet. He's actually the perfect man for me. He'll even do things like the chores from time to time, and that's been a huge help on my end.
What? He does the chores as well? I suppose he's finally starting to grow up now, hasn't he?
Well, he had a lot of time living by himself, so I'm sure he learned how to care for things as an adult then. He's even turned out to be a pretty good cook.
Well, that's great. By the way, from what I've heard, you're going to be quitting your job soon, right?
That's right, but I'm still going to be working some at home. Kind of like a remote part-time job.
Oh? That must be so nice being able to work from home like that. I've been wanting to start working remotely myself. I happen to already have 2 kids of my own, as you know, right? So it's been really tough for me to have to go to work when they are always so needy.
I can understand that. Well, if you're planning on starting to work from home any, I can give you some advice on jobs that are currently hiring remote workers and things like that. If you want to talk sometime about that, let me know.
Thank you, Kendall. But I actually really enjoy my job helping customers in person. So I don't think I'll be able to work from home when I like to see people in person. I get that it's important for me to want to be home with my kids all the time, but I should also focus on having time to myself, right?
I suppose it would be pretty draining to have to be around your kids 24 hours a day, every day. My older sister happens to have kids herself, and she's told me plenty of times that it feels like she doesn't have time to herself anymore.
And she's not kidding. I'm never able to go out to lunch with any of my friends anymore. And since I've had to turn them down so much now, I'm starting to get sad thinking that they might stop liking me.
You shouldn't have to be too upset about that. I'm sure they're well aware that having to raise kids is a tough job.
Now that you mentioned your older sister having kids, have you ever offered to look after them for her?
Well, only rarely have I had the time to watch over them for her. I guess most of the time when she's too busy to watch them, I'll go over to her house and babysit for a little while.
Then that must mean you know how to manage kids for some time, right?
Well, I haven't done it a whole lot, so I wouldn't say that I'm very good at looking after kids, actually. Maybe for a day or two I can, as long as there are instructions for me to follow.
Then I have a big favor to ask from you. This coming Friday, would you be able to take my 2 boys over to your place? My friend is going to get married then, so I'd really like to go out and see her at this gathering she's having.
Is that so? And how long would you like me to look after them?
How about from lunchtime to that night?
Sounds good. I think I can manage that.
Really? Thank you so much, Kendall. That really helps me out a ton.
I think it's important for you to have your own time every once in a while, so go and enjoy your friend's gathering. By the way, if there's anything your boys can't eat or have allergies to, please let me know soon.
Both of my boys don't have any particular allergies, and they will eat pretty much anything you put in front of them. As long as you're able to keep them entertained, they won't cause you any problems.
All right then. However, there aren't really any toys over at my place, so having them bring the toys they want to play with over to the house would help me out.
No way. They don't need to bring any toys over. As long as you have a TV for them to watch or some YouTube to put on, they'll behave.
Is that really all they need? I feel like having them only be entertained by that for such a long time isn't really good for them. Is it all right for me to take them to a park nearby to play then as well?
Sure. Do whatever you want with them. Once it's time for dinner, I'll come around to pick them both up. I hope you're looking forward to seeing the 2 on Friday. And thank you again for this.
London, when do you plan on coming over to pick up your boys? I'm getting ready to make dinner here soon.
I'm sorry. Can you please make dinner for those 2 as well tonight?
Do you feel that you won't get here until later tonight?
Yeah. Right now the husband is on a business trip, so I wanted to have a little bit more time to myself before having the boys come back home to me.
All right then. I completely understand you wanting to have as much time to yourself as possible, but having to take on your boys every day is getting a bit too... Well, I happen to have work to do myself.
You're working from home, though, so you can still get all of that done with them around, right?
But your kids happen to still be pretty young, right? 3 and 5? If I take my eyes off of them to do some work, they will get themselves into all kinds of trouble.
Then, how about before taking my boys around lunchtime, you finish up all of your work for the day? I can't bring them both over there until the oldest gets out of preschool, after all. So you have all morning to get what needs to get done.
But there are days where I have a larger workload that carries over into the afternoon.
Well, that is something you have to manage yourself then. It's not like I'm asking you to take my boys all day, every day.
And I can see why you might say that, but there are other things that I have to get done during the day as well, like going out shopping. I would really like it if you started to keep your kids over at your place some each week.
Wait. I happen to be your husband's older sister, right? Are you really sure you can say something like that to me?
What are you trying to get at there?
Are you trying to get on my mom's bad side or something?
Why would this have anything to do with your mom?
Well, I happen to be her actual daughter, correct? I am able to get to her about anything I want, and I can say whatever I want about you since she is my mom after all. So, depending on how I talk about you to her, things might not go so well for you in the future. Do you understand that?
Don't you feel as though you're being a little threatening now?
Oh no, now you're going to blame me like that? Scary. I might have to go and tell my mom now that you're trying to hurt me. But
I didn't mean that as a way of hurting you.
But I'm trying to tell you that I can say whatever I want about you, and my mom will believe every bit of it. I think you should be more aware of that before you start talking back to me like you were just a little bit ago. My mom will have to listen to either the outsider who became my brother's wife and her actual daughter. And who do you think she's going to believe?
London, I would really like if you would stop acting like a 5th grader.
Then you'd better start listening to what I'm telling you, all right? I don't want any more of that back talking from you now. It all comes down to how you treat me that'll affect what I tell my mom about you.
Understood.
You happen to not have any children and get the luxury of working from home, so you can do whatever you want with your schedule, right? And by having my boys over every day, you can start to practice raising kids for when you someday have some of your own. I am being very kind to you right now by letting you use my boys to learn about how to be a mom yourself.
But if you keep having me take care of your boys, I think my husband will become upset with you.
And that's a part of your job as well as his wife. You need to keep him from doing or saying anything stupid about all of this. And most important of all, you need to make sure you listen to everything I tell you. Oh, that's right. When I come over to pick up my boys today, can you lend me your bag?
My bag?
Well, remember the last time we all went out to dinner together? I saw you carrying a very high-brand bag that looked amazing with your outfit. I'm sure that thing cost you a pretty penny, right?
This happens to be the purse I got from my recently deceased grandma. I'm not sure I can lend it to you.
Come on now, just let me borrow it for a bit. Are you being stingy now?
It happens to be a bag that I take very good care of, so I'm not sure I want to lend it to anyone.
I'm just asking for you to let me use it for a little, you jerk. Give it to me.
Sorry, but you need to stop asking that.
Say that all you want, but I'm not going to stop asking. I'm sure your grandma would be happy with other people being allowed to use her purse as well, right? So there you go. It's been decided. You don't have any right telling me not to come get it. If you still try to keep it from me, then I might start telling my mom about this. Is that what you want?
All right. I get it.
You should have been understanding of me from the start. You need to stop being such a little jerk, all right? Now, when I'm on my way over to get the boys, I'll give you a call. Until then, please take good care of them.
Good morning, London. I don't think I'll be able to have your boys over today. There are some things going on that I need to attend to right now.
Huh? What's that?
Well, I happen to not be feeling well right now, so I should take care of myself today and stay in bed.
Then go right ahead and stay in bed. I'll just leave my boys there and they can play by themselves.
I'm pretty sure my husband has warned you about this already. He doesn't want you sending your kids over here every single day anymore.
Listen here, Kendall. Are you still not fully aware of this? If he starts to get upset with me, then I'm going to become even more pissed back at him. Now, your job as his wife is to keep something like that from ever happening, right? So would you stop slacking off already?
And there is a limit to all of that, unfortunately. Recently, it's become quite common for you to leave your boys here overnight while you go off to do things on your own. Even my husband is starting to find that quite strange of you.
And you should be telling my brother to shut the hell up when he starts to question what I'm doing. I happen to be holding on to that very important purse of yours right now. Or perhaps it would be okay for me to put my own special design on it. Or even better, the tags are still on it, so I might just go and sell it for a decent price.
Stop that right now. I am asking you to please stop saying things like that about the purse. Also, I would really like for you to give me that bag back.
Well. Maybe you shouldn't have lent it to me then, you idiot.
You were the one threatening me to give it to you before, right?
It honestly is starting to really piss me off a lot right now to have to sit here talking to you. I'm starting to remember you as that stupid quiet kid that sat in the back of one of my classes. I'm not going to sit here and let you start to talk back to me like that when you are nothing more than a loser. Especially when all that back talking will do you no good. I remember back when you left the class because you couldn't get over how much I would pick on you. Perhaps I'll do that again until you divorce my brother.
I will not ever divorce my husband.
Then you're going to have to listen to every little thing I tell you. I'm going to be bringing my boys over to your house like I've been doing every day for the longest time now.
I happen to have a bad fever, though. Ever since this morning, it's been going up in temperature. Right now, I'm sitting at 101 degrees. I am not currently in a state where I can look after 2 boys.
Huh? And you think I give a crap about any of that? It's your own fault for not taking better care of your health. So I am not going to change the plans I already have for you. So you make things happen right now so that when I get over there with my boys, you can manage them.
I'm not joking. Today is not okay for me. Please. Just let me have the day off so that I can rest.
You come over here and get your kids right now. Huh? What's with that tone of voice? Have you started to go insane from that fever or something, Kendall? I am not Kendall. Huh? Then who the hell is this? Don't tell me you're her second personality or something. You cut all of that crap right now, Missy. I want you to get your butt right back over to Kendall's house this instant. I have no clue what your plans are with this, but do you have any idea who you're talking to right now? Don't you dare start talking to your sister-in-law with a mouth like that. Perhaps I'd be better have you kicked out of the family now. I can say whatever I want to my mom right now, and she'll listen to me. Is that what you want me to do to you? There really is no helping you anymore. Understood. I'm not going to be kicking Kendall out of this family. Rather, my own daughter will be kicked out. Daughter? Your own daughter? Did you fall and hit your head on something, Kendall? I am not Kendall, you moron. I am your mother, and right now I'm having you to text you from Kendall's smartphone. What? Mom? This is a stupid joke, isn't it? You think anybody would be joking during a time like this? I've taken a good look through all the messages you and Kendall have been sending back and forth. But after I finished reading through everything, I was so upset with you that I couldn't handle it anymore. So I took the phone from her and started replying you in her place. So, this is really you, Mom? That's what I'm trying to tell you. So what the hell is going on here? Why are you sending both your kids over to your little brother's house every single day to be taken care of by Kendall? You have it all wrong, Mom. I have lots of things going on myself right now. Tell me what all of those things are then. Well, my husband's salary was cut, so now I'm having to work a lot more often to make up for that. So because of that, I've been having Kendall take care of the boys while I'm out of the house. Right now, the only job you're working requires you to go in twice a week, right? And I'm saying to bring in more money, I've had to go to work more. I don't want to start worrying about money as though we were in trouble. I've been saying things to Kendall about how I'm taking this time to enjoy myself, but really I've been having to go to work every day. So then, you won't mind me giving your place of work a call right now about you. I'm going to make sure you're telling the truth. No, wait. I'm not so sure any of the managers will tell you about one of their employees' schedules. So you want me to go there in person and ask to see my daughter's schedule? I could ask one of your coworkers to help me out with this. I'm sure if I just started to ask around your workplace, someone would be willing to tell me. It's okay for me to go and ask about you, right? I am your mother, after all. I'm sorry. I was lying about all of that. But I'm tired of taking care of the kids all the time. If I don't have some time to myself, then I'm not sure what could happen to me mentally. Then what you should be doing is talking to either your husband about this or me, right? Why have you been forcing Kendall to take care of all your problems for you? If I started to talk to you or my husband about this, you guys would begin to worry about things. I've been planning to take them both back once I become refreshed again. So you thought you could just hand your kids off to her 7 days a week? Who the hell do you think she is? And what's this about you coming to me and saying bad things about her if she told you no? And you threatening to destroy or sell her bag if she talked back to you?
You have just been using her for your benefit, and now you're going to bring up the past where you picked on her and forced her out of that class? What the actual frick are you doing right now, woman?
You have it all wrong, Mom. I was just trying to add a little flavor to the conversation was all. I just wanted her to know that I could pick on her like that again if I really wanted to.
Well then, I'm going to have to look into that as well. I can't believe a word you're saying to me right now. Adding a little flavor to the conversation? Anywho, for the time being, I don't want you coming anywhere near the rest of my family once you've come and gotten your boys. Do you hear me?
I'm sorry, Mom. I'm coming to get my kids right now, okay?
You should not be apologizing to me right now, and you know that.
And I'm going to apologize to Kendall as well, so can you please forgive me?
Well, you've been doing some pretty unforgivable things these past few months, right? From what my grandkids are telling me, when their dad isn't around, you're not all that kind to them. I'm going to bring up all of this to your husband when I get the chance. You better be ready for what happens after that.
I don't want you going to him about this. We all know he's going to get upset with me over this.
As he should. You were the one doing things that you knew would piss him off.
But he just won't be getting pissed at me. This might lead to the two of us having to get a divorce then.
And I'm sure that's true. But this is all going to happen because of what you've been doing, right? I think it's totally right that he divorce you and take the kids, because you don't deserve to have a family of your own after all that I've had to witness.
I'm sorry, Mom. I made some really bad choices this time. I really want to go and apologize to Kendall now. If she's still over there with you, I want to hand the phone back to her.
Right now, Kendall has a very high fever.
Then I'll come over there and apologize in person.
Give me 1 second. Kendall is telling me that she does not have the energy to see you in person right now, so she will settle with having you text her instead.
All right.
London, this is Kendall. I want my grandmother's purse back, please.
Kendall? I'm so sorry. I'll give you the bag back as soon as possible.
Good. Now, I'm sure that you and I will never be meeting one another again, so goodbye.
Wait a second, Kendall. I am really, really sorry about what happened this time. I took advantage of the fact that you are a really kind person.
You didn't take advantage of me being a kind person. You were just using the fact that you were my older sister-in-law as a way to take control of me. Even when I was telling you no, you kept on forcing me to do as you wanted.
Okay, I know that, and I am so very sorry for that.
I don't need to hear that from you anymore. This really isn't even about me anymore. I feel far worse about both of your boys. I'm going to talk with your husband about all that's happened, and hopefully he can find a way to remedy your inability to raise your two boys.
Please don't say anything to my husband.
I have to. Even your mom is going to say some things to him about this.
I promise that I've learned my lesson from everything I did to all of you. I also promise from now on that I'll do anything and everything that you ask me to do. So would you please leave my husband out of all of this and tell my mom that we will make things right? I want you to please leave all of this between you and I.
What are you talking about, London? Your mom is right here and is able to see everything and won't ignore it any longer. Just seeing what you said right there has put a huge frown on her face. I'm sure you're already aware that she doesn't want you in her family anymore, right?
I'm sorry. I was such an idiot for all of that. I will never do anything like all of that again. So please, give me a chance to change my ways and make things right.
And the one who will be making that decision will be your husband, London. From now on, your mom, my husband, and myself will have nothing else to do with you.
If you leave him to deal with me, then the two of us will most likely get a divorce. And that will lead to both my sons having to go and live with him for the rest of their childhoods without me around them as much.
I see that as a win for both your kids and your husband. I mean, you were having me raise your kids for a lot of the time recently, and you didn't seem to mind not seeing your boys. I feel that to everyone, including yourself, it's probably better that you don't have any kids anymore.
There's no way people think that. I was just trying to get a breath of fresh air is all. And I thought by having you take care of my boys for a while, you'd come to understand that as well. It is awful having to raise kids.
And that's why you shouldn't have any kids. To be honest, I don't even think it's that bad raising and caring for kids. What I find bad is thinking one can call themselves a mother and then hand their kids off to be raised by someone else for long periods of time so that they don't have to deal with them. So in your case, you're not a mother at all.
I'm sorry.
You can apologize all you want, but it's not going to change a thing now. If it's taken you over a month and a half to catch a fresh breath of air, then I'm not so sure you have cared at all about your boys. I think it's best you get that divorce and let your husband have full custody of the two.
Don't say something like that to me. When you have kids of your own, I promise to be there to take them from you when you need a break. No matter what you ask me to do, I'll do it. I'll do anything you need me to do until the day you find that you can forgive me.
Don't need you to do anything for me.
No, I'll do everything for you. So please don't cut ties to me. I promise to never ever cause you any problems ever again, okay? And if you're willing to forgive me over all of this, then I think my mom will be willing to listen to me again as well.
So what you're wanting to happen is for everyone to just forget about what you've been doing this whole time?
Well, that's not what I mean. But,
What you're trying to have happen right now is exactly that. Hence why you keep asking me to forgive you. Also, I would never ask for you to do anything for me, especially if it came to asking you to help me with my kids. I am not the same monster that you are, and I will never leave my kids in the hands of a stranger for weeks on end, all to just get a breath of fresh air. So you not being around my family after today will not pose a problem for anyone.
I'm sorry. I will become a great mother again. Please, Kendall. Please don't take my right of being a mother away from me.
And that's why I'm leaving all of that up to your husband to decide. He will be the one to choose whether you continue to be a mother or not. I have nothing else to say about you. If you really want to be a mother again, then you handle all of that yourself instead of begging me to forgive you. From there, London came all the way back to our house so that she could pick up both of her boys from us. However, that did not get her mother's forgiveness. And soon after that, London had the difficult conversation with her husband, and it was decided that they'd get a divorce. But the reason for it wasn't what anyone thought. It so happened that she had been cheating on her husband with another man, and that's why he wanted the divorce. London had tried pleading to her husband that she was just having fun with the guy and that it was nothing serious. But saying things like that only made him more angry, and he told her that he would not hold back when it came time for him to get a settlement from her. In the end, she lost her custody of both the boys and also lost all connections to her family. This then led to her having to move into her own little apartment, where she is now working sunrise to sunset for the money she owes her husband, as well as child support. She's been calling her husband every day for a while now, trying to apologize to him for everything. But soon he became so pissed off that he muted her contact and now ignores her calls. Along with that, London has been trying to get in touch with me again to apologize to me for what happened back in high school, but I'm not biting. I'm sure to her she doesn't feel as though all of that was a big deal back then, but after she reminded me of all that happened, I've only grown to hate her more. Honestly, I'm not all that worried about what happens to London next during her downward spiral, but I just hope her kids never have to hear about her again. When it comes to myself and how I'm living now, I have to say that I'm doing great not having to deal with London anymore. I was also able to get my grandma's bag back from her in the same shape I lent it to her in, so that's left me feeling a lot of relief. London's ex-husband soon moved back home with his boys back to his parents' house. But every so often he'll bring them over to my mother-in-law's house where I can go to see them again. Ever since London had started cheating, she would ignore all of her kids' needs, leaving them in the worst states possible at times. So in order to fight back against all those horrible memories the boys have of her and the life they were forced to live, I will make sure to play with them as much as possible. I'm sure that just by playing with them, it won't be very much to them, but hopefully over time this will leave an imprint in their memories of people that are nicer than their mom. Hey Rick, I was just checking in to see if you already made it home safe.
Hey, Tina, yeah, I just got back actually. Thanks for asking.
No, thank you so much for driving me all the way to my house and dropping me off there. I really appreciate it. I know that isn't exactly on the way home for you, so thanks again.
Oh, come on, you know that you don't need to thank me. Besides, I know that it would have been an hour-long trip for you if I hadn't.
You really are a gentleman. Do you know that, Rick? What would I do without you?
Aw, do you really mean that? I just figure I'm just doing what anyone with good manners would do. Besides, you're my girl. Of course I'm gonna look after you.
Well, I think I know a lot of people who wouldn't go so far out of their way to do the things that you do. And you've always been so kind to me ever since we met. I'm so happy that it wasn't just an act that dropped after we started dating.
Well, that would just be lying to you at that point, wouldn't it? Besides, my parents told me to always be polite and think about others when I can. So if you really want someone to thank, then go ahead and thank them.
Wow, do you really credit your parents with all of that? Well, if that's the case, then I guess I really do owe them some thanks.
I mean, obviously I'm being extra attentive to you because we're dating and all that, but yeah, that's how they raised me to be.
I'm just so happy that you and I are together, Rick. It really does make me happy. And to think that before long, you and I are finally going to be getting married. Although, if I can be honest with you, I'm also really nervous about it all.
Oh, come on, Tina, there's nothing to be nervous about at all. But if you're having second thoughts, then I can propose to you again so you can turn me down.
Don't you be silly. If you proposed to me again, I know that I'd make the same choice that I did the first time. Besides, I'm not nervous in that kind of way, more just nervous in general, you know what I mean? It's like, I still don't get how I ended up with such a lovely guy by my side. And to think that we're going to spend the rest of our lives together, it's a lot to take in.
Well, it's not like you don't do plenty for me, and I see how much you do care for those around you as well. That's what makes me like you. I don't think I've ever met anyone as sincere or caring as you, so I get being nervous. But more than anything, I'm just excited to be with you.
Oh, stop it. You're just texting me and you're already making me blush. You know just what to say, do you know that?
I'm honestly surprised that you're not sick of all the things I've said already, but I hope that you don't get sick soon because we've got a long future ahead of us.
I don't see how I could ever get sick of you in a million years, you silly man. And I certainly don't see how my feelings for you could ever change as well. I'm so happy that we both feel so strongly about each other.
You know, I really am grateful for you. I really do feel so lucky to have you.
Aw, grateful? But I didn't even do anything. What do you mean by that?
Well, we're only engaged and you're already okay with moving in with my parents. I would have thought that you wouldn't want to do that so soon after getting married.
Oh, it's really not a big deal. Besides, if I'm going to join your family, then it's only natural that I be there to help take care of them. After all, I do have 2 older brothers, so it's not like there isn't anyone to look after my own parents. And since you're the eldest child, I know that there's a lot of pressure on you to step up and be there.
Well, that is all true, but still, I really do want to say how thankful I am for you. And I want you to know that I'll always try and be there for you. And I know that my family is really excited to gain new members of the family. My parents already talk about you as their daughter.
Aw, well that's really sweet, but they have their own daughter too, of course.
Are you talking about my little sister? My parents were way too sweet on her, and now she's just so selfish. She's completely forgotten everything that everyone has done for her, and she just acts however she wants to with no regard for others.
Well, I'm sorry that things turned out that way, but I think it's only natural for parents to want to spoil their daughters. I just hope that you don't think I act spoiled after being doted on by my parents when I was younger.
Oh, you've got nothing to worry about at all, Tina. You're nothing like my sister at all, and my parents really are excited for us to get married.
Well, I'm really happy that we're getting so much support from your family. I promise to try and live up to their expectations of me and be the best daughter I can. Hey Rick, are you there? I really would like to talk to you about something. I'm pretty sure that your sister Lucy hates my guts.
Tina, what are you talking about? You mean my sister as in Lucy?
Well, you only have one sister, don't you? Of course I'm talking about her.
But I don't understand. Has something happened between you two? Where's this coming from all of a sudden?
Your sister sent me a message just now, and she basically was asking me not to get married to you.
Wait, what? She really said that to you? What is the matter with her? Why would she do that?
I don't know. I don't know if I did something to her or screwed up. But it seems like she really hates me if she doesn't want you and I to end up together.
Well, I really don't think that you need to pay that message any mind at all, okay? I really am so sorry about Lucy, but if I'm being honest, I didn't even know that you two had each other's numbers.
Yeah, well, when our families all met each other after our engagement, that's when I gave her my number. I really thought she asked because she wanted to try and be friends with me.
Oh, I see. I really had no idea about any of this.
But Lucy actually moved out of your parents' house recently, isn't that right? Last time I went there, she wasn't home at all, and I didn't see any of her things.
Yeah, she found a new job a few months ago and moved out when she started it. She hasn't even been back to visit ever since. It's like she found a source of income and forgot all about her family who's been getting her there this whole time. I really have no idea how she got to be so rude.
I see. Well, I was just really hoping that I'd be able to win your sister over. But instead she turned around and demanded that you and I break up instead.
Tina, please don't pay my sister any mind at all, okay? She's just selfish and jealous of you, and you shouldn't have to put up with any of it. Honestly, she's acting like a brat if you ask me. Don't you worry, I'll go and talk to her about this.
Will you really do that for me? I know that you two are pretty close. Just please tell her that I only want to be friends with her. I don't think I can talk to her about this like this, though.
Well, I'll tell her, but of course, it's not good to try and force these things. But I want you to know that my parents and I really do care about you. So whatever my sister says, just please know that it's not how we all feel about you, okay?
But are you really sure that we should even be getting married if your sister is so against it?
I think that you don't need to worry yourself about her at all, okay? Her opinion on us getting married means nothing. This is just between you and I, and we love each other, and we want to get married.
You're right. I know that we both want that. Thank you for talking me through this, Rick. But I still have no idea why it might be that your sister even feels that way about me. I really don't know what I could have done.
I wouldn't waste your time trying to figure out that, but who knows why my sister acts the way she does. If I were you, I would just block her number and leave it at that. It would have probably been best if you'd never given her your number in the first place.
Hey, Lucy, are you there? I'd really like to chat with you if that's okay.
Oh, well, if it isn't Tina. And here I thought that you decided to block my number.
Well, your brother did tell me to block you and try to avoid you. But I didn't want to do that without giving this one more try, so I decided I wouldn't for now.
Oh, I see. Well, I guess I should be just so thankful that you're giving me one last chance. But what is it that you want to talk to me about?
Well, I know that you aren't really excited at all for Rick and I to be getting married, right? I mean, you left that really mean letter at my house the other day and told me that I needed to call off the wedding. That was your letter, wasn't it?
Yes, it was my letter. Did you show what I wrote to your parents?
Yeah, I showed them the letter and we all read it together.
Well, good. I'm sure your parents are just as worried as I am about not letting this wedding happen.
Hold on a second. You mean that you wanted me to show my parents the letter?
Of course. I figured if I could get your parents to be against it, then we might finally be able to put a stop to this thing.
But I still don't understand why you wouldn't want me to marry your brother. And just how did you even know where I live anyways? How did you know my parents' address?
You remember when our families met each other, right? Well, I asked them for their address then, and I told them I wanted it to send them a Christmas card.
But I take it that this was really your intention the whole time? Trying to get that letter to my parents? But I just can't understand it. Why are you so against your brother and I getting married?
There's nothing good that's going to come from you two getting married, so just please break up with my brother already.
Lucy, look, I want you to stop trying to butt into my marriage, okay? I understand that you're against it and you're not supportive of it, but we are going to get married, and that's that.
Well, if that's the case, then I'll just have to keep interfering until you don't, until you finally change your mind and leave him.
But why? Why can't you just give me a reason for doing all of this? Do you really hate me that much? What did I do to deserve all of this? Why do you insist on acting this way?
Don't you realize that my whole family only has your worst interests at heart? You just need to go and never come back.
What does that even mean, though? You're not making any sense at all, Lucy.
I am talking about the fact that my family has tricked you, and my brother is just pretending to be kind to you. But that's not the kind of person that he really is, so please just leave and never come back.
I'm sorry, Lucy, I just can't understand at all why you're being like this. Do you really think that your whole family is lying to me? Because I find that very hard to believe coming from you and in light of how you've been treating me.
Well then, how about I show you some of the messages that my family have been sending to each other about you? Then you might finally see that I'm doing this for you. But I am telling you that this wedding is a bad idea, and you need to call it all off as soon as you can. Run and never come back.
I am not going to do anything until you explain just what in the world you're talking about. You haven't even told me what it is that I'm supposed to be scared of.
You don't understand. I was only able to escape from there a few months ago. I hate my family, and I had been wanting to leave for years before then.
I heard that you moved out because you had found a job or something like that.
Yeah, they would say something like that. But the truth is that I was being held there against my will and treated like a servant. They made me do all the housework and exploited me for years, but I know they've been waiting for someone else to come along, and then you did.
Hey Tina, you there? You know that we have a meeting for our wedding at 1, right? I was gonna pick you up from your place around noon.
Oh, don't bother. You don't need to come anymore.
Oh, what's up? Did you find a different way to get there, or are you already in town or something like that?
No, nothing like that. I'm not going to go to this meeting, and that's that.
I see. Are you feeling sick or something? I can move the meeting to another day if you want.
No, I don't think that's going to be necessary either, Rick. Go ahead and cancel the meeting because the wedding is off.
Wait, what? What do you mean the wedding is off? Is this some kind of a joke or something like that?
I am being very serious, Rick. I don't want to marry you anymore. Do you understand?
But where is this coming from all of a sudden? Did I do something wrong? Did I make you unhappy?
You didn't make me unhappy, Rick, but I do have to say that I am massively disappointed in you.
I'm sorry, but I really don't know what I did wrong. Whatever it is, though, I really do apologize for it.
Oh, I'm afraid this isn't something that can be solved with a mere apology.
Well, then what is it? What makes you want to call off our wedding?
I know the truth. I've heard it all from Lucy.
You were talking to Lucy? What did she end up telling you to make you act this way?
She told me that you were looking for someone to replace her as a servant for your house.
A servant? I'm sorry, Tina, but I'm really not following any of this at all. What do you mean by that?
I know that you had been keeping Lucy in your house against her will for all this time. She told me all about how you all treated her like nothing more than some kind of servant for the house. And that's why she finally decided to run away from home and escape you all. But you thought it was going to be okay because you still had me, right?
Okay, now hold on. I have no idea what my sister has been telling you, but you have to know that you can't trust her. Besides, I thought I told you to block her.
Oh, I doubted her the whole time until she showed me proof. She showed me messages your family have been sending to each other. I couldn't believe what I was reading. You all treated poor Lucy so horribly. It's no wonder she wanted to run away. But she also showed me messages where you all talked about gaining me as a replacement for her.
Look, all families have their issues, but you know that Lucy is really unwell, and it is not nearly as bad as it sounds. Besides, are you really gonna take her word over mine? Do you really think that we said all those things to her?
I think that it's your fault Lucy was always trying to make me get away. She didn't want me to end up like her. And that's why you and I aren't getting married anymore, Rick.
Please, Tina, you have to listen to my side of the story too. I mean, don't you know how much I love you? You know that I would never do anything to hurt you.
I'm sorry, but you're not going to change my mind, and I believe what your sister has told me.
But why? Why don't you believe what I'm trying to tell you?
Because I told you that she showed me the texts where you were talking about me as well. Lucy was trying to warn me away from you all this whole time, and then she finally made me understand why.
I'm the one telling you this is all one big mistake. Can't we just meet in person and try and talk this out? Please, just come over and we'll smooth things out.
I never want to see you or your family again. In fact, I left my house yesterday, so don't even bother going there either.
But then, where are you right now?
I'm not going to tell you. I ran away to get away from you and your family. Don't you get it?
Run away? Tina, that really hurts. You're acting as if we're in some kind of a disaster or something like that.
Your whole family sounds like a disaster now that I know the truth. I never, ever want to see any of you ever again.
Tina, please listen to me. I promise you I'm not going to let anything bad happen to you. You have to trust me.
I did trust you, Rick. I trusted you up until your sister showed me the truth of you and your family. What are you doing? You seriously need to chill out or else I'm going to call the cops.
Do you think this is some kind of a game or something? You better open this door right now.
I am not going to open the door at all. Don't be mad just because your parents threw you out.
I refuse to accept this. You can't just break up with me. It's not fair.
Rick, I am seriously warning you. You better settle down out there or else. You are causing a scene for the whole neighborhood. Don't you realize that?
And would you please quit kicking things out there?
I'm not gonna stop until you come out here and talk to me face to face, and I mean it. I want to see you this instant.
Why in the world do you think I would come out and talk to you when you're acting the way you are? But you should know that I'm recording you right now and I'm going to show your coworkers. Not only that, I'm going to send this video to everyone on our guest list. And then they'll all understand why it is that I wanted to call off our wedding. It'll be much faster than explaining it to them over words.
You better not do that. I swear, if anyone sees the video that you're taking, I am gonna make you pay. This is between you and I, and that is all.
Why? I think everyone deserves to know the kind of person that you really are. After all, you lie to everyone you meet about being so kind and caring when really you're just nothing but a liar. Besides, after what you put poor Lucy through, I think you deserve this.
Why are you even bringing her into this? Why are you taking her side over mine?
Why wouldn't I be taking her side over yours? She's the only one who had the decency not to lie to me. If I married you, then my life would have been a living hell. She saved me from you all.
Just please delete the video, okay? I'm begging you. Please don't show it to anyone. I can't let people see this side of me. Besides, I just lost my cool a little, okay? That's all. It happens to everyone.
Oh, please, I know who you really are, and I am not going to let you get away with fooling anyone else. You really are just how your sister warned me.
Look, just please don't call the cops or tell anyone about this, okay? I know I broke some stuff out here, but I promise to pay for it all.
I'm afraid that the police are already on their way right now, Rick.
You mean you already called them? Don't you realize what this is gonna do to my reputation?
Oh, you're not even going to have a reputation once I'm done with you. But this is what you get for making your sister live in fear.
Please, you don't know what this is gonna do to me. You're gonna ruin me for the rest of my life.
Well, good. Then maybe you can finally think about the pain that you've caused Lucy and all the years you stole from her life, too. And you can also reflect on all the people that you've lied to and tricked into thinking that you were kind. It's too late. I've made up my mind, so just go home. On their way over, the police picked up Rick, who had tried to leave my house before they showed up. They arrested him for destruction of property and trespassing. The charges were light, but he did end up paying for all the damage he caused. I made sure to let everyone know that the man who was causing all the trouble was my ex-fiancé. After his company found out, Rick was demoted and sent to an office far, far away. But even then, the video I had taken of Rick and sent to his company had even made it to the branch office. I had the court put a restraining order on Rick as well, so I haven't heard from him in months. I do still keep in touch with Lucy, however, and she is doing much better now that she's out of the house and working. She apologized for the way she treated me, but said she didn't know how to convince me to leave without putting herself at risk while at home. I told her that I understood and that I certainly wasn't going to hold it against her now. If anything, I was so grateful that she was brave enough to tell me the truth when she did. As for me, it's been tough getting over being lied to the way I was, but at least I was spared the fate I would have had if I did end up marrying Rick. I've decided to stay away from the dating pool for now and focus on myself. I know one day I'll be ready to open myself up again for the kind of romantic connection that I'm looking for. But that's not all life is about, and I've got quite a bit to process. Camden, are you awake yet?
I'm awake. Right now I'm having something to eat.
Today you need to go to the hospital for your checkup, right? How are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling a little bit under the weather, but I can make it to the hospital.
I see. Well, that's good to hear at least. It's looking like later today there's going to be some rain showers. I think it's best that you bring an umbrella with you when you go.
Come on now, Paige. You don't need to keep looking over me like I'm some kid. I can take a look at the weather myself and judge what I need to bring.
I'm sure you can. I was just making sure you didn't forget us all. Sorry if that upset you any.
Well, whatever. It's my fault for ending up this way.
Camden, I've told you this plenty of times now. None of that is your fault.
No matter how one looks at it, this is my fault. I'm no longer able to work for us anymore, and I have to rely on you to take care of me all the time. Are you sure you don't feel like leaving me after all of this? I mean, your own husband can't really do anything himself anymore, and I feel like a failure to you.
I would never think something like that of you, of us. I am so happy to be married to you, and all I need in return is for you to be around me. And when it comes to becoming sick, everyone has a chance of it. So don't go blaming yourself for something you couldn't control.
But mentally and physically, I'm nothing now. And I can't even work a simple job. I wish I ended up with something much more understood like cancer or something. Then, it would have been a lot easier for me to deal with. And we wouldn't have to go through all of this crap anymore.
Please do not say things like that about yourself. None of this has caused me any stress, all right?
Are you sure? I'm not only unable to work, but I can barely get any of the chores done while I'm sitting at home. And I can't even bother getting myself to leave the house anymore. You're telling me that being married to a man like myself is totally okay with you and causes you no problems?
That's what I'm saying. I love you, and that's all that matters to me. Had I not been okay with any of this, then I would have left you a long time ago, right?
Well,
I myself have had days where I'd get sick out of nowhere and be useless for long stretches of time. If our roles were reversed right now and I was the one really sick and you were the one still working, would you find me to be a problem for you?
I would never think of you as a problem then.
Right? Right now, the only thing you should be worried about is taking your time to recover and relax. So you don't have to keep worrying about my feelings either, and you can just think about yourself. If you feel that being with me right now isn't good enough for you, then we can always look into a different approach to treating you. But right now, you're fine living here with me still, right? And your treatments are fine?
Well, it's not like I have anything wrong with what's been going on. I just feel like you're wasting all your time with someone like me. I feel like I'm the one wasting your time by being around you. And I feel sorry for that.
I'm just doing what I want to do, okay? I think you really need to stop caring about me and what I do with my time and focus only on yourself. Now, for the time being, I will stay with you and make sure you're doing okay. Right now, we're both still making life work together and you're still able to go in for checkups and treatments. I find that to be wonderful.
Are you really okay with me and the way I am? It's been a whole year now, and I still haven't been able to go to work.
And that's just a year. You need to stop worrying about time, okay? I think you should start getting yourself ready to go to the hospital. What do you think? Go and take a shower before you go.
Sure.
I think I'll be home around 7 p.m. tonight, all right?
Sounds good. Good luck with the rest of your day at work.
Thank you. And you take care of yourself on the way to your checkup. Camden, I'm sorry I couldn't take your call just then. I'm with a customer of mine right now. What's going on that you need to talk about? Did something happen to you?
My father passed away.
What? Your dad? He passed away?
Yes. His heart apparently stopped. My family just called me a little bit ago about it.
I see. All right then. I will go and talk to the company about this and come right home to get you. Then the both of us can go to your family's house, all right?
Not possible. We have no reason to go back to them, right? And the last person that ever got to see my dad was you, not me.
And that was just because you were in the hospital yourself getting treatment, right? It's not your fault that you couldn't go with me to see him.
But right now, I'm unemployed. And I don't do anything with myself. With the way things are for me now, there's no point in going back to see everyone, right?
This is not about there being a point to you being there. You would like to go and see your dad one last time before they bury him, right?
Well, of course I want to go and see him.
It's all right, Camden. I will be right there next to you when we go. And since your dad was living all by himself before he passed, we have to be there to help with the funeral, right? So would you please start getting yourself ready to go back to see everyone? There will probably be a lot of paperwork that we'll need to fill out and other things to prepare as well for the funeral. So let's expect to be there for a week.
If I go with you, I won't be a problem for everyone, will I? I have not been a good son for either of my parents, nor the rest of the family.
And that's why this is your last chance to make up for all of that, by being next to your dad as he's laid to rest. Recently, you've started going outside a lot more often, so I think you'll be fine leaving your home for a week. And if you feel like you're becoming stressed or exhausted while over there, you're allowed to take a break. Just have a little confidence in yourself and let's go. I'm right here with you, right?
All right. I'm so sorry though, Paige. I always feel like I'm causing problems for everyone.
You're not causing me or anyone else any problems right now. Now, I have a few things to do really quick and then I'll be on my way home.
Okay. But I have no idea where any of our funeral clothing is here.
When I get home from here, I'll get it for us. Just start packing up your clothing that you want to wear casually and some toiletries.
Okay. I'll be waiting for you once I have my things together.
Camden, this weekend I think I'll be able to go to your dad's house as well. I have half a day of work on Friday, so if you want, we can leave early then.
You don't have to come with me. There's no need for you to go to his house with me anymore.
Why not? There's still a lot of paperwork that needs to be done there, so you don't want to do all of that yourself, right? You really don't have to worry about me because I'm already looking forward to heading over there again.
It's not about me being worried about you. I want for us to split up.
Huh? What are you talking about right now, Cameron?
I'm gonna be leaving the house.
Hold on a second, okay? Have you not been taking all your medications lately? If you stopped suddenly, then this might be some of the side effects from that. Or perhaps this is due to the shock from your dad passing away?
That's not it. None of that. All right? I am being serious right now when I say I want us to go our separate ways.
Camden, what has gotten into you all of a sudden?
Come on now, Paige. You're such a doofus. Did you really believe that when I told you I was suffering from depression? I was being serious? You actually went and believed all that crap? Huh! I'm so happy that you were an easy woman to deceive.
You were lying to me? But you have been taking medications for it this whole time, and you showed me your results from when you went to see the psychiatrist.
I've just been taking vitamins and crap. They weren't pills of any sort. And as for those results, I just went online and found someone else and copied those with my name placed over top. I've been fine this whole time.
So you've really been lying to me about being depressed?
Yep. I was just starting to hate working was all. We had been working together for a while. But you were making enough money to support the both of us, right? That's why I assumed it would be totally fine for me to just stop working.
Is that so? But the fact that you're not sick is great.
I just fooled you so badly. And you're not even mad at me?
Well, I was really worried about you that whole time.
Well, your stupidity is really what makes you such a nice person. Or perhaps it's that your kindness really makes you such an idiot. Because of you allowing me to not work for a whole year and live off your income, I feel refreshed and I'm really thankful for that. But I still want us to get this divorce.
Why do you want to get a divorce so badly?
Because I don't really have any feelings for you anymore, Paige. You were always working all the time, and never home to be with me. So, that started to make me less interested in you. And soon, I no longer felt like I loved you at all. I'm going to be getting my dad's inheritance here really soon as well. So there's no use in me having you around anymore. Hence, me wanting this divorce now.
Does this all mean that the only reason you actually kept me around for a year was because of the money I make?
Well, towards the end, that's pretty much right. And right now, I happen to have someone else I really like.
I see. So it's a divorce then. I'm totally fine with that, but afterwards don't bother looking for me.
Huh? I have no reason to come looking for you anymore. It was freaking stupid of you to actually fall for someone faking being sick right in front of your eyes. And the fact that you constantly acted like my mom was annoying. And yeah, we're able to live well together. But we never bought anything new or fun. Now that I'll be getting all of my dad's money, I can use it any way I'd like to. And that's hundreds of times better than relying on you.
I really was worried about you that whole time, Camden.
I know that. and that's why life for me was so easy. But you better be careful from now on, alright? You are way too easy to trick, and literally anyone can take advantage of you.
I wasn't tricked into anything this time. I just happened to really trust my husband and love him.
And as you can see now, trusting me that easily led you to being tricked, right? So don't try and label it all as something else. You honestly should have left me a lot sooner. I was always planning on throwing you away someday, and I kind of hoped that you'd catch on to that and leave me first.
So that's what all of that talk meant. When you'd say I'd be better off without you and going to be on my own again?
I was thinking that by having you be the one to leave me first, then I could use that situation to my advantage. But now that I'm getting my dad's money, I no longer need to wait for that day to come. Thank you for all your effort. I hope that you can find a new life for yourself as well. I'm gonna start living my life the way I want to from now on.
Why did you ever end up marrying me in the first place?
Back when you and I were going out with one another, I really liked you. But, as well as we all know, people's feelings can be changed rather easily. And, in your case, you've gotten older and are a little too old for me. In terms of looks, at least. I think when all this is over, you should go have a look in the mirror, and you'll understand what I mean by that. You have really turned into a grandma. They weren't kidding when they said once a woman turns 30, their body goes right to being like a 60-year-old. Paige, long time no see. Are you doing alright for yourself?
What do you want from me right now? I made sure to get all of your things moved to your new address for you, so there's nothing left in my house.
I'm sorry.
Huh?
Well, listen. Ever since that day we've divorced, I've had a lot of time to think. You had taken such good care of me for so long. And I said such terrible things to you in the end. I've been wondering why I ever said those things to you. Especially when you had always been thinking and caring for me. I was a complete idiot for that. I feel so sorry for making the two of us get a divorce in such a horrible way.
Is that so? But if you're here to apologize to me now for all of that, you're not going to get my forgiveness.
That's what I thought. But I've finally realized something. The most happy I've ever felt in my life was back when you and I were together and in love.
I'm sure it was so much fun for you to sit around at home all day while I've worked my butt off while also cheating on me with another woman. I'm sure that was the most happy time in your life. You didn't have to worry about a thing and got to do everything you wanted.
That's not what I mean. That's not at all what I was talking about. I'm talking about before that, when you and I were both working jobs. I know we were both busy a lot of the time, but it was also fun then, right?
Is that right? To me, all of that time spent being married to you meant nothing in the end, therefore it wasn't fun for me. I'm not trying to say my life was ruined by it, but the time I spent married to you was a waste in my eyes.
Please don't say things like that. I've really thought about a lot in regards to us since the divorce. Do you think you can let me see you again? And allow me to apologize in person?
I told you that once we got divorced for you to never come looking for me again, right?
But if we let things be the way they are now, I'm gonna feel really sorry. Since the divorce, I haven't been able to get anywhere.
Then that seems to be your problem, Camden. If you don't move on and start a new life, you are going to be stuck feeling sad and depressed forever. You being in a rut right now has nothing to do with me.
Paige, please? I think that one more time is all I need. So, please let me see you again.
Do you think that by seeing me again, you can get down on your hands and knees begging for my forgiveness and that will be enough to get me to forgive you? I remember that inside you, you think of me as someone who is easy to deceive. I'm someone that can be easily taken advantage of. You feel that if you can get me to forgive you, there's a chance we will be able to live together again.
That's not what I think right now.
Yeah, you sure do think that right now. I know very well that the only reason you've contacted me right now is because you're having trouble with money. Your father was in a lot of debt, right? He borrowed more money than he could ever pay off.
Why? You've known about this the whole time?
The last time I was able to meet with your dad before he passed, I heard all about it. That's why I told him to leave me out of his will.
Huh? Why did you never tell me about all of his debt?
Because you never asked me.
I'm not playing around right now. I've already gone and used up all the money he had left me with. And soon after I was told he has debts that I'm gonna have to repay now?
Had you just talked with the lawyer about it a bit more, I'm sure you would have understood what you were getting into. But before you and I could go and talk to the lawyer together, you asked me to divorce you.
But the fact that you never said anything about his debt is messed up.
I'm not going to listen to you saying that about me. You were the one that lied to me for a whole year about your mental illness. What the hell are you trying to go on about now?
At the time, I didn't want to work anymore, so I had no other choice. And what's the problem with that? I was just like a housewife to you, right? Or are you trying to say there was no value to me being your housewife? You were the one that told me as long as I was around you, you were happy. Was that a lie or something?
Please do not change the topic on me. Back then, things were a lot different than the way things are now, right? Back then, you were lying to me about your illness. And then the moment some money of your own landed in the palm of your hand, you threw me aside and ran off. And not only that, but you also made sure to dig into me a little before going. Made me look like an idiot. Is there any reason for me to want a man like that back in my life now? It was like you weren't even my husband back then.
But I'm telling you, I got played by my dad. He never said anything to me about his debt.
I know. It really does suck that not only are you a liar, but so is your dad for never telling you the truth about his finances. But when your dad was talking to me, he always wondered why you could never come say hi to him. And I tried to explain to him something that turned out to be a lie in the end. I'm sure if you actually left the house and saw your dad, he would have told you about his debt and asked if you wanted to be left out of the will as well.
But I never expected this would happen after never going back to him. What the hell was my dad thinking?
But in a way, there's something funny about the money your dad had to borrow. The only reason there's so much of it that needs to be paid off is because you were always asking your dad to give you some of his money. So in a way, this is your own debt that you're having to pay back to your dad. So make sure you pay it all off soon.
I'm really in a bad situation right now. If things don't change for the better, I'm gonna lose my home. I'll have nowhere left to sleep at night.
Didn't you have a girlfriend that was younger than me? What happened to her? Why can't you ask her for help?
The moment she found out about the debt I have now, she stopped talking to me.
And you were the one telling me I was easy to trick. She fooled you just as easily as you fooled me.
And she really loved using a lot of my money. But because of that, I was able to realize something. The person that understands me the most, and that would never trick me, is you, Paige. It's not always about having a woman that's young, is it? It's also about one's heart. And with how kind you've been to me, you're the only person for me.
Is that the conclusion you've come to? Well, I'm sorry, but there is no chance you're coming back to me. In my case, I'm really happy now that you ended up kicking me out of your life like that with a divorce. Really, right now, I don't have any worries and have been able to live my life the way I want to.
Paige, I'm really sorry. Back then, there was something wrong with me. I should have stayed with someone like you, who was willing to do everything to support me. I made a big mistake then. I was an idiot.
And I've understood that for a long time now. You don't have to explain yourself to me anymore, all right? Now, would you please never send me such stupid texts ever again? I'm sure that even an idiot like you understands what I want, right?
Please, Paige. Can you please find a way to not throw me away like this? From here on, I want to take things between us seriously. I'll even start looking for a job. So, please, find a way to give me one more chance to spend my life with you.
Ugh, after everything I've had to deal with, it is scary to hear you say things like that to me. I do not love you anymore, Camden. I can use my money on myself now and have no more stress. There is no reason for me to give up my freedoms to be with someone like you again. I think you should just forget about me and learn how to support yourself instead. Because with the way you are now, there is not going to be one woman that wants to spend her life with you. After that, in order to pay off the debt Cameron had to the banks from his father, the banks went and took the house he was living in and said that was enough. But because of that, he no longer had a place to live anymore. For a little while, Camden then went and stayed at a 24/7 fast food joint and would constantly make new numbers trying to get in contact with me so that he could ask for my help. But by the time I realized those numbers were all his, he was no longer sending anything, and I believe he gave up. I really have days still where I'll sit here wondering what the hell was the point of being married to a man like him in the past. But had his dad not passed away and all that, then I might still be married to him believing his lies to this day. I'm sure it's not right for me to say I'm thankful that his dad passed away, but that made for a great starting point so that I'd learn of my ex's lies and we could move away from one another for good. I like to think that his dad always knew his son was tricking me and that he died in order to help me see that. I only hope that now, after all the help he gave me, my ex's dad is living the time of his life up there in heaven. It's been 3 years now since all of that happened, and I've started to date someone new. At first I was worried he might be just like Camden and would try and deceive me, but soon I learned that he was completely different and had a heart of his own. We haven't begun talking about getting married or anything yet, but I might give trusting someone with my life a second chance if things continue well. Right now, I've really been so happy with the life I've been given that I don't even feel any hate for my ex anymore. And in order to keep things like that for the rest of my life, I'm going to continue working on becoming stronger myself and communicating with my current boyfriend about everything and anything we need to be talking about. Luckily, he is very understanding of that himself, so I can see a marriage between us not being too far off in the future. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.